Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you all? I hope you all will be fine. I am your teacher Ambish. This video lesson is for grade 9 from chapter number 7, Linear Equation and Inequalities. Our today's topic is linear inequalities. Before starting the questions, we should know the definition of inequalities. Let A and B are the two real numbers, then A is greater than B if the difference A minus B is positive, and we denote this order relation by the inequality that A is greater than B. An equivalent statement is that in which B is less than A. It is obvious that if your A is greater than B, then B is less than A. So we can write the same thing in the two different ways and symbolized by B is less than A. Similarly, if A minus B is negative, then then A is less than B and expresses in symbols as A is less than B. Sometimes we know that the one number is either less than another number or equal to it, but we don't know which one is the case. Okay, in such a situation, we use the symbol less than and equal to. This symbol is a combination of less and equal, which is read as the less than or equal to. Likewise, the symbol greater and equal to is used to mean greater than or equal to. The second symbol is the combination of two symbols, that is greater and equal. The symbols less than, greater than, and less and equal to, greater and equal to are also called inequality signs. Because you are observing there is no equal sign, so that's why we can't say that they are equal. That's why they are called inequalities. The inequalities that x is greater than y and x is less than y are known as strict or strong. Why they are strict and strong? Because over here you have only one option. Either your x is greater than y or your y is greater than x, or in other words you can say x is less than y. Whereas the inequality where x is less or equal to y and your y is less or equal to x are called non-strict or weak inequalities. Why? Because you have two options over here. It could be equal and it could be less than. So if we combine a is less than b and b is less than c, we get a double inequality written in a compact form as a is less than b is less than c, which means that b lies between a and c, and read as a is less than b less than c. So similarly, if a is less than or equal to b less than or equal to c, we will read it as b is between a and c inclusive. Now we are moving to the properties of inequality, and we should keep in our mind these inequalities before solving the questions. So we should memorize these properties very well. The properties of inequalities which we are going to use in solving the linear inequalities is one variable r as under. The law of trichotomy. For any a and b belongs to real number, one and only one of the following statement is true. So the statements are, you are observing that a is less than b, or a is equal to b, or a is greater than b. So these are three statements, but we know very well that out of these only one will be true. An important special case for b is equal to 0. When we are putting the b in all the three statements as 0, we will have a is less than 0, or a is equal to 0, or b is greater than 0 for any a belongs to real numbers. Okay, the second property is transitive property. Let a, b, c belongs to the real numbers. If your a is greater than b and b is greater than c, then a is greater than c. So we will prove this with the help of some numbers. For example, we are saying that 8 is greater than 7 and 7 is greater than 6. Then ultimately your 8 will be greater than 6. If we are removing 1 7 between the a and c, then this inequality will be valid for a and c. Now, same way, if A is less than B and B is less than C, then A is less than C. Means the same thing with the reverse sign, with the reverse inequality. Means before it was greater than and now it is less than. The third property is the additive correlation property for A, B and C belongs to the real number. If A is greater than B, then A plus B is greater than B plus C. You are observing that there is a number C which is adding on both the side of inequality. For example, I am saying that 5 is greater than 4. Okay, my A is 5 and B is 4, and I am adding a same number 1 on both the side of inequality. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6, which is greater than 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So I am saying that 6 is greater than 5. So it is a valid answer or valid statement by adding a same number on both the side of inequalities. Similarly, if your A is less than B and A plus B is less than B plus C, so the same number we are adding on the both side of inequalities, but it is now reversed. Before it was greater than, but now it is less than. For this one I am choosing an example. For example, I am saying that 2 is less than 3. Okay, so I am adding 1 on both the sides. So 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3, is less than uh, uh, 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. So we will say that 3 is less than 4. Now if your A is greater than 0 and your B is greater than 0, it means your A and B both are positive numbers. Then A plus B is greater than 0. So we are saying that if we are adding two positive numbers, so the answer will be greater than 0, means it will again a positive number. For this purpose, if I am supposing that my A is 10 and my B is 20, then 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So my sum is also greater than 0, which is a positive number. If A is less than 0 and B is less than 0, then A plus B is also less than 0. It means if my both the numbers are negative and I am adding them, so my answer will also be a negative number. For example, A is minus 1 and B is minus 2. Then minus 1 plus minus 2, that will be equal to minus 3. So minus 3 is a negative number less than 0. Okay, now moving to the next, that are the multiplicative properties. Let A, B, C, D belongs to the real numbers. So the first case is that if A is greater than 0 and B is also greater than 0, then AB is greater than 0. AB means they are multiplying. It is a product of A and B. So we are supposing that both are the positive number because both are greater than 0. I am supposing that A is 2 and B is 4. So 2 into 4 will be equal to 8, and 8 is also greater than 0, a positive number. Okay, whereas A is less than 0 and B is less than 0, means my both the numbers are negative. Then implies that my AB is greater than 0. It means when I am multiplying two negative numbers, the resultant or the answer will be positive. So for this purpose, I am taking an example. Minus 2 is multiplying with the minus 4. So 2 4s are 8 and minus minus become plus. So plus 8. The product AB will be equal to 8 plus 8, and it is a positive number which is greater than 0. Now the second one, if A is greater than B and C is greater than 0, then AC is greater than BC. So you are watching that C is a positive number because it is greater than 0, and if I am multiplying a same number on both sides of inequality, my inequality will remain the same. For example, I am saying that my A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 1. It means 2 is greater than 1, and my C is 3. So I am multiplying this 3 with the 2 and 1. So you are observing that 3 2s are 6, which is greater than 3 1s are 3. 6 is greater than 3. So the same inequality will be remain, means greater than equality. Okay, now if my A is less than B and my C is greater than 0, then the AC is less than BC. It means if I am multiplying a positive number on the both side of inequality, it will not change. But in this condition, the inequality is reversed. Before it was greater than, but now it is less than. Okay, supposing that my A is 3 and my B is 5. So 3 is less than 5 and my C is 2. So I am multiplying 2 with the 3 as well as with the 5. 3 2s are 6, which is less than 5 2s are 10. So 6 is less than 10. Again the inequality is the same and it is valid. Okay, now the third one, if A is greater than B and C is less than 0. Now in this situation you are observing that my C is a negative number because it is less than 0, and when I am multiplying that negative number on both sides of inequality, it will be reverse. You are observing that my greater than sign is changing to the less than sign. Okay, and if my A is less than B and C is less than 0, again my C is a negative number, and when I am multiplying the same negative number on both the side of that inequality, it will again reverse. So observe over there that in the first case the greater than sign is changing into less than sign, and in the second case my less than sign becoming the greater than sign. Okay, so keep in your mind, when you are multiplying a negative number on the both sides, it will reverse your inequality. Okay, so this is also written over there, the observe in the property, third property, that the sign of inequality is reversed. Okay, now the fourth one, if A is greater than B and C is greater than D, then AC is greater than BD. So this is the last multiplicative property. For example, I am saying that A is 5 and B is 4. So 5 is greater than 4, and I am saying that my C is 2. It is greater than D, which is equal to 1. So when I am going to multiply the number 5 with the uh, 5 with the 3, I said it is 3. C is 3 and D is, sorry, C is 2 and D is 1. So when I am multiplying 5 with the 2, 5 2s are 10 and my B is 4 and 4 1s are 4. So we are watching that 10 is greater than 4. So this inequality also valid. Okay, so these are the some properties which you have to keep in your mind when you are solving the question, and I hope you will understand them nicely.